quick microphone test. Quick sound test again, just because we don't know. here we are back, and with the game Yesterday Origins. You may remember we finished the game yesterday in a location that looks a lot like this startup screen. Just a little more derelict. We finished the original Yesterday game. So now we're going to Yesterday Origins, which is a nice new starting point. And which is a prequel, apparently. Interestingly, also, they only let you change the settings once you have started a game, so that's why I have an already started game here, but we'll of course make a new one, because I want to see that opening scene that I cancelled through. So, hey, I hope you had a great week so far. Rather not so far, but you had a great week, and looking forward to the upcoming week. I had some fun, and yeah, let's see what we do, and how this game develops. This game saves your progress automatically. The icon below indicates that the game is being saved. Don't turn off your computer while this symbol is displayed. Best played with a controller. Well, tough luck, I don't have a controller for my PC. It's a point-and-click adventure. Why would you play it with a controller? It's called point-and-click.
Look, it's the Duke's son.
No, that's Satan's son.
Hang him from the gibbet!
Die, heretic!
Kill him!
Dwellers of Villar de Fontenegra, behold the power of the Inquisition! No son of Satan will ever escape the wrath of God. Not even he who hides in noble garments.
Dying is simple, as you probably already know.
Shut up, you murderous swine! I'll give you good reason to squeal when I start torturing you.
Unfortunately, the Inquisition is anything but simple. Alright, there we are. These icons appear when you move the cursor to the top of the screen. This icon helps you identify hotspots. This icon takes you to the menu. Okay, that's that menu. That will identify hotspots, which we hopefully won't need. Click anywhere to move in that direction. Double click to move to a place instantly. Okay, so they have zip mode like Myst, basically, for those people who are impatient and don't want to wait for walking. That's good. I might become that way eventually. What does this... Oh, ah. So it's up and down or something that makes it move. Okay, weird. What is this? You should thank the hog. If it weren't for its shrieks, you'd still be unconscious. Click outside a panel to close it, yeah. You drool at the prospect of a future ham. When was the last time you ate? Hey, you're wearing the same type of shackles. Is the Inquisition calling you a pig? Okay. Is there anything else we can do here? Okay. So they're back at their slightly idiosyncratic navigation, but they seem to have simplified it a little. A torture instrument known as the boot. You stretch as much as the shackles allow, but it's still too far. Okay, can't move anything here. You could use this iron bar as a weapon if it came to that. If you want that, you must first get rid of those shackles. Really? Oh, now I can actually properly move it in the direction I want. It's not flipped like the other one. You've never seen that sign before, but you recognize it instantly. Does it mean you're the devil's son? Could it contain water to quench your thirst? Unfortunately, you won't know until you get rid of those shackles. Dry blood from a former guest. You better pray to God or the devil, you choose, that future guests don't find yours down here. Okay, that's much more natural. I don't know why the first one was weirdly flipped. That piece of cloth is not worthy of a nobleman like you. In any case, the shackles won't let you reach it. Hi, River. How's it going? And thanks for hosting me. Just starting a new game. It's a point-and-click adventure. Yay! Old copper. Dying flames that will soon be extinguished. You can't see what's inside from here. Okay, and I guess that's all. So they've obviously upgraded to a 3D engine, but kept the general 2D backgrounds thing. Which looks very nice. You have to get those shackles off. You need water. Yeah, something like that, I guess. Still looking if there's anything that will help me. You remember watching your father's carpenter build a similar instrument, but what is it for? Oh, I can tell you that. I think that's where the hands go and that's where the head goes. It's not a fun thing. Okay. What's this? There must be someone observing you from above, because when you step into the light... Ooh. Alonso, the son of your father's cook. 2 weeks ago he left the Duke's house in search of fortune. God knows he found some. A great deal, in fact, but the worst kind. Poor Alonso, when you were children, you were both caught swapping clothes for fun. Your father scolded you. Alonso couldn't sit down for days. What was that? Clothes? Don't know what that just was. Oh, so I guess we look similar. Sometimes you will gather useful information that will help you resolve future situations. This knowledge is stored in your info inventory, located in the lower right part of the screen. Okay, that was what we just saw. Is the pig chain too? Yes, it even has the same chains as we had. That was unexpected, yes. A bit of a surprise. Click and hold while you drag left or right to explore the inventory, and click on the icon you want to see in detail. To view your inventory, move the cursor to the bottom of the screen. What's this? Who are you, Miguel? The Duke of Fuentenegra's son, or the Devil's offspring? Who are you? Oh, no, yeah. Okay, the Devil's offspring. We can look at ourselves. Unlike your ducal bedchambers, there are no mirrors down here. But trust me, it's better that way. Pushed, dragged, bashed, your once elegant garments are now mere rags. It's not a good start to the day. If the cook's son looks similar to the Duke's son, I have bad news for somebody. You mean they're related? Yeah. Something like that. So, yeah. It's certainly not a soldier's arm. Does it hurt? You better get used to it, because from now on you'll be on your knees much more than on your feet. If your goal is to stay alive, you better get rid of these shackles. Alright, so I guess that's what we can do. Oh. About to say, missing a whole sleeve. Wild Casper would agree. No, it's not missing a whole sleeve. It's, you know, it's a modern fashion statement of an asymmetric shirt. It's easy, you know? Or to put it another way. Alright, whoever tossed the corpse down here wants it to replace you as prisoner. When the rest of the plan is in place, you'll swap clothes with him. Interesting. Okay, they give you the solution as part of the game, apparently. Okay, but that's all we can do so far. Although he's a bit older than you, Alonso was your same height and build. Ah, okay, we can look at him now. No pulse, but the skin isn't completely cold yet. Oh, I guess they probably expected us to read this roll of parchment. Strangely heavy. And maybe it says there. Whoever tossed the corpse down here? Okay, we already had that one. What the heck? Why is his bag pulsing? His money is pulsing. His money's alive. Cut your foot off. River, that's Not sure that's the best solution. You open the pouch with care. What's inside must be handled carefully. Okay. A demon toad of Fuentenegra. The glands on its back secrete a venomous mucus that causes hallucinations. Throughout the game you will pick up objects that will help you advance. These will be stored in the item inventory, located in the lower left part of the screen. Yes. Anything else? If it wasn't for his face, he could pass for you. Alright, I guess that's all. How did he die? Was he sick? Forget all your questions and cheer up. He died so you can live. That's a weird way of looking at it. If you run away now, they'll chase you for the rest of your life. So before you climb that rope, make sure that won't happen. Whatever it is, it fell or was thrown down the air hole, and it's heavy. The Duke's son must die, the Devil's son must live. Whoa, that music just got loud for me. Let me see if I can maybe turn that down just a bit. It's Latin. You were never taught to read it, but now you understand it. Huh. Filium Ducis Morior. Filium Diaboli Vivere. Yeah, that makes sense. That's actually sounds like it might be correct. During the game, you will pick up toads that help you advance. Wait, what? Yeah, it seems a little weird. Money is happy to see me. Yeah, maybe that. Liquid money! Got loud here too. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's see what we can do. It's okay, but now you understand it. Interesting. A small metal object, probably thrown down here to help you escape. The question is, how? Well, I guess that probably lets us, like, open our shackles or something. In order to make progress, you'll have to combine objects in your inventory or use them with hotspots. In order to use an object from your inventory with a hotspot, first select the hotspot. Once you have selected the hotspot and the inventory items are visible, select the object or info item you wish to use. If you wish to combine two items from the inventory, select one of them. When the other objects are visible, select the second item. Okay, so let's see. Let's look at ourselves again. And go down to that and see if we can... You think it might be a key, so you insert it into the lock on the shackles and... Yay! We've got the key, we've got the secret. How convenient. Yeah. Okay, let's look at all the stuff we saw down here then. Even though it's not as clean as the handkerchiefs you used to blow your noble nose with, you take it. Alright. I think... Yeah, the more you see it, the more you think it's the true sigil of your house. Oh, there's a cup. It's empty and it won't quench your thirst, but you take it anyway. Alright. What's in here? It's empty but smells of oil. Who knows what atrocities it was used for? Yeah, I mean, burning oil. Dying flames aren't hot enough to heat the cauldron. Red as the hellish flames they say you came from. Can we maybe take a few? A tankard of warm beer? Miguel, you're Spanish, not a Saxon or Teuton. What? The fact that you'll be burned alive is no excuse for taking revenge on the toad. You remember watching your father's carpenter? Okay, yeah, we've seen that already. Can't do anything with that. Oh, we can get this bar. You could use this iron bar as a weapon if it came to that. Yeah. As you take it, you pray you'll never have to use it. Okay. Better in your hands than in your captor's. That's a good excuse for stealing stuff. Alright, let's see. Hello, pig. You should thank the hog. If it weren't for its shrieks, you'd still be unconscious. Oh, maybe we can set you free? Because, you know, pigs eat almost everything. What if it's dangerous? It's a killer hog. If you unshackle it and it doesn't find a vulnerable prey, it'll attack you. Well, can we carry him? It wasn't... yeah. I'm kind of thinking, like, if the pig finds him... then it might chew his face and he can't be recognized. Whoever tossed the corpse, I'll swap clothes with him, yeah. The more you look inside the pouch, the less toads you find. Okay, I guess that's it. What's here? He's sleeping. This very morning, Inquisition guards appeared before your father, the Duke. They read an order to take you prisoner, and you were accused of being the Devil's son. Someone had told them that you can read, write, understand, and speak any foreign tongue. Then your current jailer showed you a hood with horns, and your Via Crucis started. Deer antlers. They're supposedly a symbol of Satan, but deer antlers let you enter the 9 worlds, the 9 branches of a tree named Yggdrasil. You don't remember where you read that. It seems you just know it. A crow's beak. If the dove is holy, the crow is the opposite. Alright. Maybe slightly drunk. The Spanish Inquisition banner. The Inquisition, what a show. Wow, this poor guy gets killed now, you're gonna feed him to the pig. Well, maybe I won't have to. A sword worthy of a nobleman like you. Okay, I can turn it a little bit. of these scary noises. Alright. Probably... You recall walking down those stairs pushed by the guard. You recall stumbling down the steps. You recall the taste of your own blood. Is there nothing here to interact with? No. Beer. How can the guard drink so much and not lose consciousness? Oh. So I guess maybe we can get the toad to jump in the beer? Years ago, you touched the back of a demon toad and you believed in fairies and pixies for hours. It's a toad. Ribbit. Ribbit. Your spider senses are whispering to you? Yeah, maybe. Okay, so how can I don't remember how to... Oh, was it right click? I don't know how to use something. Upaldino de Malantunez, jailer, torturer, and executioner of the Spanish Inquisition. We could talk to him. Let's look at him first. A scar crosses his face. What kind of man can survive a cut like that? Reminds me a bit of Cooper with his axe. That was a character in the previous game who like got an axe in his face and then showed up with a scar later. Red stains, they come with the job. Your head could fit into that buckle. He drinks like there's no tomorrow. How many throats have been strangled by those hands? Oh, now I know. Okay, so see, if you remember the opening cutscene, he threw his tankard at us. You know, so maybe if we somehow... I don't know how to use stuff. I kind of wanted to... Or maybe I can use this with... Oh, I clicked both. A plan takes shape in your mind. First step, smear the cloth in venom by rubbing the toad's back glands on it. Second step, get the guard to enter your cell, and when he's not looking, put the cloth on his face. Third step, forget a plan so risky, since you will certainly lose if you confront the guard. Fourth step, devise a new plan to poison him. Okay, so I guess that's confirmation that we're halfway there. Because, like, if we can somehow get the poison on the tankard... Plan takes shape in your mind. First step, smear the cloth in venom by rubbing the toad's back glands on it. Second step, get the guard to enter your cell, and when he's not... No... If you rub the venomous toad against the tankard, whoever drinks from it will see ghastly visions. Why would you want to do that? Alright. No, that's not it. No. Oh, maybe I can... Right, so I examined him. The UI has gotten much worse now. This was much better originally. Okay, so let's see. Can we maybe use... So you want to poison the guard? It won't be as easy as you think. Okay. Swap the tankards. The tankards are not so different, are they? Okay. Can I now poison the tankard? If you rub them in, sir. Well, because of the guard. I just told you. You just told me. Well, I guess let's talk to him and see if he throws his tankard towards us, and then maybe we can get it poisoned. You gather your courage before talking to the jailer. Demand in the name of the Duke.
My name is Miguel de Castro, son of Don Alvaro de Castro, Duke of Fuentenegra. I order you in his name, set me free at once.
Now, you're in no position to give orders, Don Miguel. You can only have one father, and your ability to understand every language indicates that your true father is the devil himself. Hence, the Duke has disowned you before the Inquisition.
This news hits you harder than the rocks thrown by the crowd. You've lost everything you had. Your father, mother, home, clothes, a future. No. You still have your will and intelligence. Pull yourself together. You'll survive. Should we threaten in the name of Satan and get him to... Well, let's try to plead innocence first.
I am not Satan's son.
I believe you, Miguel. I do. But unfortunately for you, my opinion is of no importance. Unlike the cretins in this superstitious village, I don't believe in the existence of God or the devil.
Show interest.
You drink all the time. Why aren't you drunk by now?
He who has soldiered long enough becomes immune to alcohol. And crab lice, for that matter, Don Miguel. There are things a man does to forget what he did today and face what he'll do tomorrow.
Immune to crab lice. Okay. Better not get too close to him.
Are you going to torture me?
Yes, I am. They'll ask questions you have no answer for. Like all prisoners, you'll hang on to a vain hope of survival. It'll take you hours to confess. With a little bit of luck, I'll get to use all my instruments on you.
How does the boot work?
You turn the handle to separate the two boards as much as possible. Then you put the prisoner's ankle between them.
There was oil inside the cauldron in my cell, wasn't there?
The usual procedure is to boil the oil and then pour it over the prisoner. I prefer to combine it with metal funnels to fill his orifices.
That doesn't sound very pleasant.
There's a wooden board with holes in my cell. What's it for?
It amazes me that you've never seen the stocks before. The Duke, your former father, must have used it on his vassals very often. Right, the head goes in the big opening, your arms or legs in the small ones. Then it's taken to the public square for public scorn.
What else can you tell me about the stocks?
Well, the The stocks is a free torture instrument invented by Sir Richard Stockman. He believes that torture is a common good, a space of possibilities that should be open to the community's creativity. This way, everyone can modify the prisoner's state by forking him or distributing his individuality over him, usually in the shape of fluids, if you take my meaning.
That's a very euphemistic way of describing that people can spit and do other things at people.
You said Villar de Fuentenegra is a superstitious village.
As soon as the word spread that you can understand every language, your neighbors denounced you to the Inquisition.
Open source torture. Yeah, kind of. It's weird.
Why is there a hog in my cell?
Like you, it awaits its turn to be tortured and judged. If only it would wait in silence.
What's my disgusting cell companion accused of?
With sacrilege. The monk who took care of it cut himself with a farming tool. The pig smelled the blood, went wild, and ate him.
That's murder, not sacrilege.
Were it only a murder, it wouldn't be judged by the Inquisition, but by your former father. The monk had just received communion, you see. According to the church, he had Christ's body inside him. So the hog received communion by eating the monk. And as we all know, taking communion without being baptized is a sacrilege. One common of demons. It's total foolishness, but ours is a foolish world.
He's very brave that he says things like that.
Are you crazy? How can the Inquisition judge an animal?
This isn't the first time. Months ago, a bunch of termites were judged. They had eaten an altarpiece. The French Inquisition, on its side, got a hog to confess a crime after torturing it for days.
That really is crazy.
Oh, the Inquisition is a magnificent craze. In any case, once you get to know my methods, you will be sure I can coax a confession out of the most silent of stones.
So then, you're going to torture a hog?
I will admit, it's not as satisfying as torturing a human being, but we all must do things we don't really like. As soon as I finish with you, I'll start on it.
But if the noise that the hog makes annoys you, how will you be able to torture it?
It's true that the crying of a baby would disturb my dreams, but the cries of a baby being torn apart by my own hands would embellish them.
Okay.
That scar on your face? It's the longest one I've ever seen.
A gift from battle from a soldier of that usurper Don Juan of Portugal. He was taken prisoner. I recognized him and tortured him savagely until death. I owe him my current vocation.
Who was in my cell before me?
A simpleton who satisfied his onanist impulses during vigil mass. The idiot couldn't understand what he was accused of. He didn't have a clue what to confess. Shame, really.
Oh, for God's sake, have mercy on me.
Why, a minute ago you ordered me to obey you in the name of the Duke. If my soul had any room for mercy, it wouldn't be for you.
Then the Inquisition will be very happy to hear about your absence of faith.
You'll be pleased to know that this is exactly why the Inquisition hired me. So many prisoners down here threaten me with their satanic powers. A superstitious man would have fallen prey already.
That went well. I guess that's the end of the conversation. Can we somehow make him angry anyway? Nope. Oh, maybe we have to wake up the pig. Or wait, do we have anything? Let's first see
You
what these
swear in
things-
vain, Don Miguel. Your menaces don't move me. Unlike the cretins in this superstitious village, I don't believe in the existence of God or the devil.
What's my disgusting cell companion accused of?
With sac...
Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking like somehow if I can, I don't know, somehow get the pig to squeal, that might get him to throw his tankard at me. Oh, come on. They had such a good UI. The hog skin is so thick that your beating doesn't even wake it. Hogs have a great memory. If you're going to hurt it, don't let your face be the first thing it sees. It's dangerous. Killer hog. Can I don't know, get the pig to... Can I blindfold the pig? The hog just ignores the cloth. According to the guard, it has gorier tendencies. Can I maybe... I don't know. I don't know, use this thing? If you disfigure his face with the boot spikes, dress him in your clothes, and escape up the rope, everybody will believe he's you. You gather your courage and bring the boot near his face, but there's no way. You're incapable of disfiguring the face of a corpse on your own. Yeah, that's fine. I don't really want to... How do I get... Oh wait, can I pick up the blood here? With the rag, maybe? Mr. Simpleton, will you help us? You try to stain the cloth by rubbing it against the blood, but it's much too dry. Okay.
There was oil.
The usual procedure is to boil the oil.
Can we maybe look at ourselves and, I don't know, hurt our hand or something like that? You'll have to climb a rope to get out of here. Until then, try not to hurt your hands. Oh, that's bleeding, right? What? No? Injuring your legs isn't the best idea for someone on the run. Tomorrow they'll examine your skin. The tiniest birthmark will be considered proof of your satanic parentage, unless you manage to escape. I can't get my own blood either. Maybe my face? That blood? You must disappear, but in a way that no one ever thinks of finding you again. Hiding beneath a cloth just might not be enough. Jesus. How can... Like, it feels more like I'm fighting the UI in this game than actually trying to figure out what to do. I don't know. Wait, let's look at him again and see if we can find anything on him. Don't see anything we missed. This doesn't seem to be interactable. This one already did. Or maybe we can do something with this. Maybe break it open or so. Doesn't seem to be like it. I don't know, can we use... Get close enough to stab it with the boot, you'll be within reach of its deadly fangs. Dark skin is so thick that your beating doesn't even wake it.
How does the boot work?
You turn the handle to separate the two board, then you...
I can't combine the two either in any way. Can we heat up anything? I think he said, like, tankard of... you heat the tip, but it won't stay hot for long. Ooh, maybe that will... It's a bit mean. But he might get jealous if we hurt the pig.
Shut up, you murderous swine!
Yes. And now we look at the tankard. Okay, use the frog. You could rub the toad's glands against the inside of the tankard, but it would take too much time and the guard might see you. Won't make friends with the guard by cleaning his tankard. You can swap them, but how will that help your current situation? Well, that's what I'm trying to do. Use the toad with the You hear footsteps. The guard must not see that you are free from your shackles, so... Step back. Can you drag the body? No, it's all I do if I go to the body is... whoops, now the cursor didn't change. Okay, I have my cursor back. Like, I can only look at the body and get this cut-out view of it, so doesn't seem to be anything I can do to drag the body. But let's see, maybe it will now let me use that with a tankard if you rub it. Why would you want to do that? Well, what do you think? Oh, maybe I have to... Okay, let's poke the pig again. And see if maybe we can then look at our tankard, poison it, and then exchange it or something like that.
Shut up, you murderous swine!
Alright, and now look at the tankard. If you used to try. A plan takes shape in your mind. No, 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 that's not what I want to do. Seriously, what? What am I supposed to do? Can I do anything else with the tankard? No. Jesus. Yeah, and now what am I supposed to do here? Like, I cannot click on the tankard here, so I can't tell it that's the 3 items I want to combine. If I click here, it just shakes its head. And if I do it the other way around... So it wants a bloody 3rd item, but I have no 3rd item. Or rather, the one I have. These marks remind you of something, but you can't put your finger on it. They must be random marks. things happening on a timer. So I know I can't pick it up or something, but you know, they could wait until I pick it up. Okay, let's see if we missed any hotspots, but I don't think so. Nope. Good question. Yeah, I tried clicking that. Nothing happened, but let's try it again because I have no better idea right now. Hog alarm clock. What?
Shut up, you murderous swine!
Here. If I click here, it just closes again. Is there anything else in the tankard or something? Can we look into it? Ah. So yeah, clicking only makes the question mark disappear. Oh. We actually get an animation this time because it forces us to click. And now our cursor is the wrong one again. Wait, can we talk with him about anything else? You're so thirsty.
Could you
that
please fill my tankard? I'm dying of thirst.
You lie. I know how a man dying of thirst looks.
He probably made him die of thirst in the first place. Anything we missed here? Nope. could rub the toad's venomous black lines against one end of the bar, but then what? You can't use it to drug the hog from afar. You could just throw the toad at the hog, but do you really want to be in there with a hallucinating lethal hog? Poisoning the guard seems like a good idea. However, poking him with the bar seems a bit risky and not very effective. Yeah, what else do we have? Let's see if we can maybe just make our intention known to the game. Be as easy as you think. Tankards are not so different, are they? Yes, exactly. Huh. Maybe we can do something with the cauldron, I don't know. There is no beer in it, so how could it be warm? If you're caught putting a toad into a cauldron, you'll be judged as both the devil's offspring and a sorcerer. Dipping that cloth into something might help you, but not into oil. You could smear the tankard with oil, but that won't help your situation. But what else do we have that we could dip the tankard into? The dry blood. What's that emote? Hiding in the bushes river? I read a spoiler if you want hints. The solution is not very logical. Well, if you could try to, like, if there's an item I'm missing or something like that, maybe just pointing out that the item exists or something, that might be a good help. So we can't have oil. This thing isn't interactable. Can we maybe, I don't know, spit on it or something? If you had a needle and thread, I could patch up your clothes. It's about the third item. Yes, I think you already have it. A good way to soak up blood if your arm is accidentally cut. The cloth could easily stop the bleeding caused by the spikes if you discover a reason to hurt yourself. Well, the pig, right? Ah, just take a deep breath and... Ouch. Ugh. That's not how that works. Like, you can't put a rag around your arm to stop the bleeding, then, pierce your skin, collect up the blood, and then take the rag away again. That makes no sense. Alright, so I guess we have blood to at least... Let's see if we can use that with his face. The smell of blood will drive the hog crazy. When you unshackle it, it will eat Alonso's face. However, the skeptical guard may get suspicious and chase after you. So I guess we need to poison the guard. Well, the clothes... Or can we... I don't know, let's just try it. Call the... No, wait. We don't need to call anything. Is there anything elsewhere? Oh. Maybe we can put something in it. It's not clean like the ones in the palace that was your home, but if it held water, you'd drink it without a second thought. Do you want to fill a tankard with your own blood? The Inquisition may see it as a conceited sign of heresy. If you rub the venomous toad against it, why would you want to do that? Well... Oh! Yay. The toad looks very like, what are you doing with me? Okay, I think I figured it out, but it was kind of like having these as extra items here, and that was kind of the step I was missing, I guess. And then suddenly I realized, what else can I interact with here that I haven't already tried? Oh, there's some extra items. Okay, and now annoy the pig again. This is like completely the wrong order. You can tell that they designed it for a controller, but that just makes it more awkward. Like even, like in the controller, it's awkward to kind of move a pointer around. So I kind of understand that they didn't go that way. But still. Okay, let's just take the opportunity to look at what it's called. A useful hog alarm clock. Okay. Right, now back here. That cutscene for the umpteenth time. Alright, and now swap the tankards. You check that the guard is not looking and quickly swap tankards. You hear footsteps and... And I guess we can make him hallucinate.
Bloody hell. I like it.
I like it. Okay.
Bloody hell. I like it.
Not quite sure what that's supposed to mean, but okay, he likes it. So I guess now we can use the blood on him and trigger the getting out of here scene. I'm sorry, Alonso. It's for the good of England or Spain or whatever it was. Smell of blood will drive. When you unshackle it, it will eat Alonso's face out for your skeptical guard. Might be suspicious. The hallucinogen will make the skeptical guard believe the satanic hog has devoured your face, which in turn will stop him from investigating further. So, prepare to die, son of the Duke. I'm sorry. Yeah, now we unlock the pig's shackles. And climb. Aww.
Help! Satan, spare me!
The Duke's son is dead. Long live Satan's son. Oh no.
Don't be afraid, Don Miguel. As Satan's son, you'd better get used to all kinds of creatures, even my good Ursus. Now we must leave.
No. I need you to answer some questions first.
Only one. The rooster is about to crow.
I guess we'll find out. I hope we'll find out the rest later, but I think I want to know this.
How did the cook's son die?
The poor boy died from the cold, I think. Ursus and I found him on our way to rescue you. A happy coincidence. You're satisfied?
No, not yet. Do you really think that I'm the devil's son?
Something devilish shines inside you indeed. We'll have time to check that. Come here, I beg you. I haven't saved your life. I've granted you a new one, and I beg you, make good use of it.
I'm sorry. I think I owe you an apology, don't I?
Your only duty is to mount that horse right now, or all three of us will perish.
Yay. Microids presents. Microids make comics, so maybe this is based on French comics after all, or at least they own the property? I don't know. I forgot to look it up actually because I thought, yeah. Oh, that's a modern Middle Ages apartment. So who is it? Yeah, your phone is ringing. Maybe you want to pick it up? The light means an incoming message. That message. The message. It's a message phone. It's the video message you automatically send yourself every day.
My name is John Yesterday. Yours too. Look at your left hand. If you have a scar like this one, then you've lost your memory, so let me bring you up to date. You are more than 500 years old. In 1501, the priest Gines de Orduña made you go through an alchemic transmutation, which makes you come back to life again each time you die. But when you resurrect, your body returns to the age and state that it was in when you first died, but you lose your memory. Thus, the email and this video. 3 years ago, your girlfriend Pauline was transmuted too. When she dies, she comes back to life just like you, but with an advantage. She doesn't lose her memory. Look for her. Start here. In the meantime, if you want to know more about your past, visit this page.
JohnYesterday.com. Okay. That's a nice way of getting you to remember, getting caught up on what happened in the story so far. Without, you having had to have lost your memory.
John,
Yes.
are you awake?
No.
When Pauline and John share a scene, you can toggle between one and the other by clicking on their portrait, located between the item and info inventories. Okay.
Again?
In a decision that many would deem extreme, you resolve that you won't continue to live with those wrinkles. What? A very good hairdryer. You've got a smaller one that's perfect for trips. Very long trips. Okay. Hairspray. Hairdryer. Rosemary oil. Oh. What? Is this supposed to be a second tutorial or what? Irreal. Unreal. What? Okay, I'm just walking around. So what's this? You open the lower part of the spray can and... Shh, quiet. John must not hear you. What's this? A silencer. Very useful and very hard to get. Anti-aging cream. Is there a bullet? This doesn't look good. Are we trying to shoot someone? Oh no. Are we really supposed to be trying to kill ourselves so we can, like, resurrect and not have wrinkles anymore? Sounds like a bit of an extreme way to get a makeover. Oh, and the hairdryer is probably a gun or something in it, right? It's not working since you modified its interior. Of course. So, silencer and gun. A necessary addition. The running water will mask the sound a bit, but not enough to prevent John from hearing it. Single bullet, you don't need more. Close the door. There are people who'd kill for a shower like that. Haha. I guess that's supposed to be a subtle hint. There is no running water, and I can't make it run, can I? You hate that portrait as much as you love John, and as much as you hate John for putting it there. Morning, Dad, you whisper. Let's see what else we can find here. You bought it in order to sell it in the antique shop, but John thought it was a present for him. He was so excited and you didn't want to disappoint him. Why do I suspect that the other side... For her, a bullet is anti-aging. Yeah, that's my guess. Okay, so let's switch to him. Your turn, John. Let's see what he thinks about this. Pauline was so excited when she gave it to you that you didn't dare say you don't really like it. Of course, that's how it went. Okay, let's look on the website. But we can't. Why can't we? John yesterday.com. The website you use is your external memory, just in case you lose the internal one again. Pauline helped you choose it. She's the one who knows about these things.
My name is John
Yeah,
Yesterday.
we've already seen
Yours
that.
too. Look at your left hand.
Look at your hand. Look at me. Look at your man. There's a coin. A present from Boris, the only friend you've got from the days before you became John Yesterday. Yay. Got a subway token. The diary in which Pauline's father wrote all his findings about the Order of the Flesh and its founder, Ines de Orduna. Okay. Anything else? Can't put on my shoes. You in a past life, when you met your friend Boris. Back then you called yourself Choke. Yeah, of course you wouldn't like that. Pauline's father, he was killed 4 years ago. We already looked at that. Oh. During your first year in Paris, you were swept up in its maddening rhythm. Now you're doing much better. Alright, I guess that's it. I guess that will be kind of our mission diary or something going through the game. We'll see, I guess, what we can do with this. So I guess we'll switch back to Pauline and be a bit irresponsible. You bought it online in one of those places that normal users can't access. Take off the safety, or... No, I don't think so. Just kind of irresponsible of her. The same wrinkles keep appearing each year, but you know just how to get rid of them. target yourself. Oh, you can. Okay. You've never been very vain. You're actually quite the opposite, but lately the tiniest wrinkle gets on your nerves. John views your body as a child factory. But you won't give in. If you got pregnant and your body became clumsy, who'd take care of John? So she basically already has a child. Understandable. Not to mention, you know. The only thing you miss from your previous state is the ability to get new tattoos. Actually, you can still get them, but they disappear whenever you defy biology. You can say, based on personal experience, that this is the fastest and most effective anti-aging treatment. However, it's not ready for the Big Bang. Where? What? How? Still need running water. Yeah, but I can't use the tap. If I click here, it's the mirror. Maybe I can close the door somehow, but I think she only goes over to the shower. Oh, maybe now I can... Okay then, you'll take your own life in this shower today. However, you're not entirely sure why. Well, wrinkles. Perfect. Say goodbye to your wrinkles, Pauline. And that's where we get the running water, I guess. Okay. But at least now the shower worked. It's not a good idea.
Happy birthday, boss!
Boris, today's not my birthday.
Come down quick! I'm double parked.
Why does John insist on working with his nutcase? And he's only getting worse.
Come on! I gotta tell you something. You're never going to believe it.
Okay, you convinced me.
Thanks, John.
I'll take pictures of the sculpture and look for its documents.
And me?
John, you Google that collector just in case.
Victoria Baxter, right?
Yes, and me?
Maybe we could give her a little gift to make a good impression.
Well, as long as you take care of it.
And me?
You'll come to Baxter's house with me. If what you say is true, and tomorrow she's leaving on a trip, we must be quick. But now park that van. You're breaking the law.
Yeah, no more tickets, Boris.
Happy birthday.
Your workshop. You could spend every waking hour here, restoring objects, listening to music, forgetting the world. Alright, let's find out. What do we have? Fixative. Perfect for drying ink when you're in a hurry. Or just for making pencil drawings not disappear. The best ink for rubber and wood. The bad news is it takes a long time to dry. Okay, so I guess we'll be writing something on something. You take the thinnest, newest brush. A plaster copy of Nefertiti's bust, also known as the Mona Lisa of Amarna. You were 8 when you modeled it with your father's help. Choke, who was relatively sane at the time, said you'd be the next Michelangelo. You wish your father were here to see how well you're doing and how happy you are with John. Because you're happy, right? Well, she has to watch out for John, I guess, which is kind of... You made a 3D model of the coin based on John's description. He says you nailed it. No one knows that when you were 15, you broke somebody's knee in a street fight using a hammer just like this one. No one except the owner of the broken knee, obviously. I guess that's all. I guess this is the same. Yeah, okay. The last antique that your father ever bought, a chest used by the French royalty in the 17th century. You could sell it and pay off many debts, but no, you just can't. The bolt is so tight you can't move it. How long has it been since you last opened this chest? Okay, this one opens and the other one is kind of stuck. That sounds like something we might want to do. You try again, but you're not strong enough, and there's no way you'll ask John or Boris. Alright, let's see, what's this? Two nights ago, your friend Weasel called from Amsterdam.
Hey, rat! I need you to find me a painting just like this one. Mediocre or bad quality. Anonymous painter. Painted in the 1880s in the Netherlands. In its original frame. I'll come to Paris personally to pick it up in 2 days. Don't tell John or anybody else, okay, rat?
The still life fits her requirements perfectly. Oh, Art Forger friend. Yay! Because that's what art forgers do. They take original, like they get original canvas from an existing painting and original frames so that all of that checks out and is from the right era. And then they use the same ingredients that one would have used back then to mix their paint, and then, paint their copy with that and let it dry, and I think you put it like in an oven or something to make it look aged. So something like that is what I've learned from some movies.
I'll pay you a lot for that painting when I close a deal, but I'll give you a little present in advance. Tomorrow you'll receive a parcel from me, a set of micro cameras with mics, incredibly small. They're for you to set up a little security system in your shop. You have things I'm interested in, and I don't want to see you get robbed.
Did I learn that in my advanced art class? I'm not saying anything without my lawyer. So I'm a little like, why security cameras? You know, like, if this other person is someone who would forge art, the question is maybe the things in here that she doesn't want to pay for. And so she needs cameras to case out our store. Or our studio. We'll see. I think that was all right. Or is there anything? No, I can't move further up. Your father got this carving for a ridiculous price because it was in a really bad shape. But he did an excellent restoration job. The closed mouth forms the un sound, symbol for the death of all things. It gives this Neo, a protector of Buddha, the nickname Ungyo. The hand forbids passage. That's why this statue was put in a special entry to the temple. As far as you know, the Street Fighter characters Goken and Akuma, your favorite, are based on this Neo, but they went freestyle with the collar. The nipples are so huge that Facebook's algorithm would censor them. But since neither you nor Le Tout Petit have an account in the network of networks, you'll never find out. The upside-down staff symbolizes a latent strength or power restrained. If you remember correctly, the base was not included with the original statue. Your father put it in. So what does this mean? We don't know. So probably her father hid something inside here, and we'll open it up later. And I think the Spider-Man game had a Neo in it as well that kind of moved in different poses. A fallen angel. He reminds you of John's nightmare. The devil's son. Huh. Yeah, but anyway, so that's all I know about art forging, basically, and that makes me think that probably this painting is going to go that way, and that friend is an art forger. I mean, it's, you know, like, it's a weird choice to start with, you know, to say, like, I want a painting that is, you know, like, from about this year, with an original frame and about this size, or something like that, I think is what she asked for. And from an unknown painter, you know, like nothing, like not having a particular painter or painting in mind or something, but rather particularly wanting someone who's not, you know, not known, where the painting is not worth much, and you'll get a, you know, higher value from your forgery than the actual original painting cost you. So I guess that's it. What happens if we go here? Oh, we can actually go outside. And there's Boris. You understand how dear he is to John, but do you really have to work with the guy? You gave him that kerchief on his birthday because you were going to throw it out anyway. Now he wears it with pride. He has the same t-shirt in different colors, even a red, white and blue one, complete with stars, stripes and the USSR acronym. I guess that's good irony. You bought these trousers for John, but he thought they were too modern. Alright, I think we can talk to him, right?
Boris!
Hey, boss.
John told you to park the van.
Yes,
Are you doing it?
that's something I'm debating with him.
You'll pay the fine next time, okay?
Seems fair, boss.
Did you take the van to the repair shop?
You told me to go today, but the Baxter thing is more important, isn't it?
Yes, but
I'll take that as a thanks, Boris. Happy birthday.
are you sure you got it right? You sure she's interested in the Neo sculpture?
She said she had a soft spot for Japanese carvings, and as far as I know, ours is a marvel, isn't it?
Ours?
Yours.
I want you to stop calling John Choke.
Okay. But his name is Choke. 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 Choke, 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 choke.
Stop it, Boris.
Okay. End of argument. Choke.
Today is the first time you got in the van since the accident. It's not that traumatic, but if you can avoid taking another ride, all the better. The accident. Rue Fontaine. You imagine it's named after the character in Les Miserables. You loved it as a child. What's this? Ah, that's our shop. Just in case he gets wrinkles someday, you already told him he has some and that they look fantastic. There are few things as firm as John's hand, but at the same time he's so weak. Why doesn't he wear sport shoes like everyone else? Too modern? At the age of John's body, around 35, many men have dandruff, and then some years later it stops. John doesn't have this problem, maybe because he's over 500. Well, I guess that's fortunate. Instead of forever having it.
John!
Why does she always yell? Does he yell as well? I don't notice. She always like at the start I thought, oh, well, she's in the next room and calling over, you know? The voice direction seems to be a little aggressive in this game.
Have you seen the camera?
Nope. You were the last to use it. It's probably in the chest.
Oh, okay, so that's why we need to open that chest later. That's why it's locked, because we have to figure out how to open it first.
You already know what gift to give the collector?
No, not yet. But I'll get an idea from the info I googled about her.
I can't stand him calling you Choke. Why can't he get used to your real name?
Because Choke I was, the first good thing that happened to him after he lost his son and he went mad. Give him some time.
We've talked about this a lot of times. He's a bad worker, he costs us money, and we don't need him anyway.
I won't leave him again, Pauline. I promised him I'd take him out of the madhouse, and I did it. But now if I leave him in the street, what'll become of him?
You should see how he treats me when you're not around.
I don't know, maybe he's jealous.
Jealous?
He only has me.
You bite your tongue. You don't need John and never will. But who else do you have?
He says, happy birthday, more and more. He's getting worse.
I wouldn't say that. I find him more centered. I mean, it's been months since he phoned the police to ask them about his son.
Yeah, now he just looks for him on Facebook.
Someone has a Facebook fixation in this game.
Are you sure that Baxter is interested in the Neo?
I know you're fond of the sculpture, but I think of it as a chess pawn. We lose it to save the shop. And of course she'll like it. According to Boris, she loves Japanese carved sculptures, and she won't find anything as good as our Nyo.
I guess you're right. But there's less and less of my father here. You look strange today. Is it because of the nightmare?
No. Yes. I don't know. It's like my memories are trying to tell me something. But what?
Alright, so I guess we've had our conversation. Why are you walking out again? I didn't tell you to walk out. Oh. So where do we find oil or something if we can't find it in that room? Oh, let's see. Maybe we have to do it as John. Your turn, John. You Google Victoria Baxter while your mind thinks of the perfect gift. You finally find her address, and after seeing her photo on the cover of Smokers Monthly, then you find her family sigil and intricate letter B and press the print icon. Why does it go so fast? A table with alchemy elements, part of your past. Yeah, I remember that puzzle. Oh, and the... Oh, I think I had that laptop. What's this? Defying all logic, you extract an SD card from the SD port. That's actually where the power plug is on that laptop model, but okay. You bought this laptop in New York a couple of years ago when you went there to bring Boris back here. Much better than the French AZERTY keyboards where Q and W swap places with A and Z. That's not the only thing that swaps places on a French keyboard. I had a computer once for work, like a prototype we got from a French company. And you know, we only got like the main unit of the computer. And so we plugged in our keyboard and I started typing and like I couldn't log in. Until someone told me, hey, it's a French company, you know, have you tried, maybe it's the wrong keyboard layout. So I looked up the French keyboard layout and it was like, it wasn't like, I think we had no Z and Y in our password, but like, since a few other keys are swapped as well, it was just, you know, like really, yeah. You use this computer to research pieces, manage the shop's accounts, and from time to time play Crusader Kings. My guess is Pendulo made Crusader Kings? You love how realistic the game is, especially how you keep dying throughout the ages. That was the keyboard. course, this is a US keyboard, so not... And also, like, do you notice it's not plugged in? And from what I know from the laptop, yeah, that would have been the power... Oh, that's actually flipped, because the headphone would also be on the other side. I guess there's something here, so I guess if they don't have a USB port, then that could be power. Can't you make the computer correct? I want to nerd out about correct computers. No, it's fine. And let's see what stuff we have here. It's a lot more tidy than last time. You sold all those pieces to another Parisian antique shop at a loss because you can't sell them to your clients. All these articles were supposed to leave this place last week. I think some of these we've seen, like these were on a shelf in the previous game, in this room. The phoenix dies and rises from his ashes. Curious, isn't it? It's a metaphor. An Augustus Rex vase from Meissen, Germany. Ooh, Meissen porcelain. Sometimes out of the blue you hear a melody. A loop? Or does this end at some point? I think it's just a loop. And see the image of a red-headed girl. What part of your past does that image belong to? Hey, that box is not part of the auction lot. Let's see what this is. A simple box, the type you use to package certain articles and gifts for clients. Doesn't really look, you know, like selling stuff in, well, I guess it's simple design-wise because it doesn't have any engravings and it's not an antique. But, you know, there's nothing in it. Alright. Oh, I guess we can probably... Oh, that's what we need the website for, I guess. And now we can Google ourselves. You type in the URL for your website and the password that's in the email you send yourself every day. Scar. Pauline. Oh, we can look at these, I guess.
When you die, you resurrect, but your body comes back to the shape it was in when you died for the very first time, and without any of your memories. So, although you had that scar erased with laser surgery, it's going to appear again if you die.
Oh, okay, so we don't have the scar right now. That's good to know. If that is the text on the statue, it means patron saint or guardian deity. Huh, interesting.
Your
Pauline.
best girl. Thanks to her, you've got a very worthwhile present. If the scar on your hand comes back, go to her and do whatever she tells you to do.
Le tout petit.
You work at the antique shop that Pauline inherited from her father. Years ago, when you were known as Choke, you went crazy and lost your mind and ended up living in a derelict metro station in New York, where the Psycho found you. Down in the Cadway metro station, you made friends with another crazy street person He was as nutty as you were. And what drove him crazy was that he couldn't accept the death of his son. Years later, you got him out of the loony bin they put him into and brought him to Paris, where he works with you and Pauline now.
There's his T-shirt with the American flag and the Russian USSR in Cyrillic letters. Nice.
3 years ago, a totally crazy millionaire found you at Cadway, and he discovered that you were an immortal, and so he used you to become one himself.
2 years since the mysterious disappearance of the third richest man on Earth. 25th anniversary issue. Forbes, does that even still exist? I think it was Forbes, right? Which is the website where basically it's a blogging platform and anyone can write there now. And so, like, you have this prestigious name of a magazine that people used to know, but like if you find an article on there, then it's not actually, you know, a useful article in any way. Or rather, it's not, you know, like it doesn't have the prestige of this magazine because it's a new thing. I think it was, I hope I remember it right, and it was Forbes, but it was like a magazine name like that. I'll have to check it out again, I guess.
The crazy tycoon wasn't alone. He had a hunting dog who did everything he was ordered to do.
That was Cooper, and, you know, that's the Scar I meant. So that's basically a summary of the previous game.
White killed you, and when you resurrected with no memory, he lied to you. He gave you a false life, a false past, a false career, even a false mother.
Yeah, and she got killed at the end of the last game. Ooh, thunderstorm outside.
Yet, although White manipulated you into finding the potion of immortality, you also discovered some things you weren't supposed to. When that happened, like at the Hotel Doré in Paris, he killed you. And when you came back, he manipulated you again, making you start all over again. The last time that psycho killed you, he made you swallow mercury. That was a little mistake, because from then on, you started to remember small pieces from your past, which helped you to finish with him. Your findings led you to the ruins of the Church of St. Fergus in Scotland, where you remembered how you were made an immortal, and where you threw the psycho into a well.
I wonder, does it read my previous save game? Or does it just, like, do they have a canonical ending and base it on that? Like, would this picture be different? Because we tried out the different endings last time, and not in all endings you throw him into a well.
Gines de Orduña, founder of the Order of the Flesh, transmuted your body in 1501 so you could return from the dead. However, he excluded one of the ingredients from the potion of immortality, mercury, without which you come back without your memory. The weirdest thing is that Gines was in your dream. You met him as a boy.
Okay, so that was the monk in the opening scene was Gines. He kind of looked like that. That makes sense. This is finicky.
The coin of judgment is the main ingredient of the potion of immortality. You believe that if you can find one, you'll be able to undergo the same ritual, this time with mercury, so that in the future you won't lose your memory again.
Oh, okay, so that's our plan for this game, I guess, is to get our memory back.
A mysterious blind master appears in your dreams, but only there, because His name is not in any history book. You don't even know in which era you met him.
Okay, it's interesting. So I guess we'll be hearing more about him or something. He was funny. He was like he had a good sense of humor. Like he was, they used him in the game to kind of, you know, like we had sudden flashbacks to to events with him, and actually got to play the flashbacks. Like in this game as well, like we got the early scene, and now we're playing a different scene. So that was quite funny. Okay, let's see if we can. She would have never bought it. She criticized the design, the graphics card, the processor, just about everything. Oh, okay, I forgot. Didn't expect there to be a new message at the start. I don't know what it said. But I guess she said you bought the wrong laptop. Which, you know, for someone from the Middle Ages who has to relearn all that stuff again, kind of makes sense. Use this computer. Yeah, okay. Okay, and now let's look up Baxter. Oh, we can't. Okay. Okay, we already did that. Well, let's look what it says. You always give photos to clients on these kinds of cards, or even in USB drives. Yeah. Wait, can we put it back in and look at the photos or something? Come on. This mouse control is really weird. I guess we can't put it back in. Okay. We can't put it back in the box. Let's see what this guy is. Sometimes when you touch or look at certain items, you remember things from previous lives, although it's been happening less lately. You've touched that armor a zillion times and have never remembered a thing, so you're pretty sure you didn't fight in the Crusades. Alright. The cross made by Pauline's father is a reproduction of the original and has an intricate aperture mechanism. That includes putting a smaller cross in its center. That's from the previous game. Pettit was a weird fellow. How come he did something like that in such a piece? Okay, did we get the book, or at least a memory? How much money did Pauline's father spend reconstructing this? Okay. Chill music. Pauline's dad hid his diary in the base of the Celtic cross. Okay, I guess let's go out the front, see what happens there. turned the door sign to closed so you can handle the Baxter affairs without interruption. You like to deal with customers though. Talking to people for a long time is hard because they always mention modern things you don't understand or famous TV shows you never saw. But you're really good at short interactions with clients, half professional, half personal. Alright, and I think this is a good point to take our first break of the evening, and then we'll play a little bit more. So, see you in a moment. Be right back.